This is the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, daily intelligence for serious e-commerce portfolio builders across Amazon, TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and every channel that moves the needle. Neil Twa and his Voltage team all day, every day since 2012. Let's get into it.
Quick question. Are you pricing your FBA holiday orders for 2026 fees yet? Most operators aren't, and Amazon isn't going to remind you until the fees hit your margin statement and the damage is done. Here's what I'm breaking down today. Amazon just announced updated holiday fulfillment fees for 2026, and they're telling sellers to ship early. That advice sounds simple, but buried in it is a real cost planning problem that trips up sellers at every level, from someone doing $5,000 a month to operators running 8 figures. I'm going to show you how to think about this before Q4 sneaks up on you. So, I'm going through this retail dive piece this morning, and here's what jumped out at me. Amazon has announced new fulfillment fees for the 2026 holiday season and is advising sellers to ship inventory early to avoid delays and cost overruns during peak demand. Now, the article is light on specifics, no exact dollar amounts on the new fee structure, no percentage breakdowns. And that is actually the problem I want to talk to you about today, because that vagueness is exactly where operators get hurt. Here's what I know from running 30 brands through multiple Q4 cycles. Fee announcements from Amazon always come with a lead time gap. They tell you something is changing. Most sellers nod, bookmark the Seller Central help page, and do nothing until October. Then Q4 hits, fulfillment costs are higher than modeled, their price is wrong, and their margin is gone. Not trimmed, gone. Amazon telling you to ship early is not just a logistics tip. It is a signal that capacity is going to be constrained and fees are going to be higher during peak windows. The early ship recommendation exists to manage their network, not to save you money. Those two things can overlap, but only if you plan for it. In almost automated income with FBA, one of the core disciplines I teach is that you do not set a price based on what you want to make. You set it based on what every cost layer actually is, including the fees you haven't been charged yet. Holiday fulfillment fees are not a surprise if you model them before Q3. The operators I see get crushed in Q4 are the ones who priced in January and never revisited the math. Come on, Amazon adjusts fees, carriers adjust surcharges, your cost of goods fluctuates. If your price is the same in November as it was in February, you're probably eating margin you didn't plan to lose. Right now, even without exact numbers from Amazon, the move is to pull up your current FBA fee estimates in Seller Central, flag your top SKUs by Q4 volume, and build a buffer into your pricing before you lock in holiday inventory orders. The fee details will come. Don't wait for them to act. Let me tell you what this looks like in real life, because I see this pattern across our portfolio every single year. We have a home goods brand that does a significant chunk of its annual revenue in Q4. Good product, solid reviews, consistent rank. The team priced the line in late Q1 based on standard FBA rates and a reasonable ad spend estimate. Reasonable. I love that word. It means nothing in November. By October, Amazon's holiday fee adjustments were active, carrier surcharges were layered on top, and the brand's Amazon ads spend had to increase to stay competitive in a crowded gift category. Every one of those cost lines moved up. The price didn't. You see the problem, right? Margins that were modeled at 20% came in around 11% for the peak weeks. Not a disaster, but not what we built the Q4 plan around either. And that gap, those 9 points, came directly from not rerunning the numbers after the fee announcement dropped. Here's the part that stings. We had the data, we just didn't act on it fast enough. The fix for 2026 is not complicated. For that brand, we're now running a Q4 cost audit in Q2. We pull the prior year's peak week fee reports, we model a conservative upward adjustment on FBA rates, and we set a price floor before we place inventory orders. If the actual fees come in lower, great, we have extra margin. If they come in higher, we're already covered. I've talked to operators doing $10,000 a month who think this level of planning is for bigger brands. It isn't. A smaller brand with tight cash flow actually needs this discipline more, not less. One bad Q4 pricing decision at $10,000 a month can wipe out months of profit. At scale, it's painful. At that level, it can stop your business cold. Early shipping advice from Amazon is worth taking seriously. But ship early and price wrong, and you've just moved your losses into the warehouse faster.
While saving 17 hours a week doing it, that's exactly what we built Voltage Business Builders for. It combines the power of experience and being in the right room with the power of AI to compress time and increase your business profits. More than AI for the sake of using AI. It's a room full of senior sellers with over 15 years in e-com, showing you the ropes of AI, business building, and creating generational wealth through business. Visit VoltageDM.com to see what's inside the Voltage Business Builders room.
3 moves. Do these now, not in September. Move 1. Pull your Q4 fee baseline today. Go into Seller Central, run your FBA revenue calculator on your top 5 to 10 holiday SKUs, and screenshot the current estimates. This is your starting point. When Amazon drops the official 2026 holiday fee schedule, you'll compare it against this baseline and know exactly how much your cost structure shifts. Most operators skip this step and then act surprised. I know, boring spreadsheet work. It's also where the margin lives. Move 2. Build a fee buffer into your holiday pricing before you place inventory orders. I use a minimum of $12 net profit per unit as a floor, and I model Q4 as if fees will be 5 to 10% higher than the standard rate. If that math doesn't work at your current price, you have 2 choices: raise the price or reduce the cost. Do not choose option 3, which is hoping it works out. Option 3 is how operators end up funding Amazon's Q4 with their own margin. Move 3. Ship early, but ship right-sized. Amazon's early ship recommendation is real and worth following. Network congestion during peak weeks is genuine, and it costs you in delays, lost buy box time, and customer service headaches. But shipping early with too much inventory creates its own problem: storage fees and stranded capital. Run your sell-through rate from last Q4, add a reasonable growth factor, and ship to that number. Not your dream number, your real number. Sellers at every level can do all 3 of these moves. The operator doing $5,000 a month needs them just as much as the one doing $500,000. Q4 is not the time to figure out your cost structure. Q4 is the time to execute a plan you already built. If any of this hit close to home, especially the part about fee changes landing before you've had a chance to rerun your numbers, that is exactly the problem Caiman Data was built to solve. Most sellers are drowning in tabs: ads, listings, inventory, pricing, reviews, all of it open at once, none of it talking to each other. AI tools look like the easy fix. But bad data in means bad calls out. You don't save time. You make expensive mistakes faster. That is not freedom. That is chaos with nobody steering, and Q4 chaos is the most expensive kind. Here is what works. Caiman Data pulls your live Amazon numbers into one clear picture. Ads, listings, sales, inventory, all in one view. You can see what is working and what is costing you money before it shows up as a bad month on your P&L. Not another spreadsheet that eats your Sunday afternoon. You stay in charge. You see the reason before you say yes. Nothing runs without your approval. That matters especially when fee structures are shifting and you need to make fast, confident pricing decisions without second-guessing your data. That level of review used to eat hours every single week. Caiman Data cuts that down with one live connection to your account. You get clarity instead of tab overload. That is how Voltage helps sellers save time, protect margin, and grow without losing control. 13 years of operator experience behind every decision we make, and Caiman Data is the tool we built to give you that same clarity across your own brands. Head over to VoltageDM.com to learn more about Caiman Data and what it can do for your business. Thanks for spending time with me today on the High Voltage Business Builders podcast. We will see you back here tomorrow. Until then, stay high voltage.